Hey everyone, thanks for stopping by. Frank here. Appreciate you guys watching. So I've done multiple videos on my 2010 Toyota Tacoma on the channel before. Some of you have found them interesting. This video is unfortunately probably going to be the last video that I ever do with this truck because I'm selling it. And it's with great sadness that I do that because I've went to a lot of really cool places with this truck. I have a lot of memories with this truck. But my family's gotten bigger over the last 15 years and I needed a bigger vehicle so that we could all fit and just might be a little bit better suited for us. So this video is going to be my review on a 2010 Toyota Tacoma. Put about 170,000 miles on it, and it's a great truck. This is a second gen Toyota Tundra. It's, like I said, seen some miles. But despite all of that, I haven't really put a lot of work into it because the truck hasn't needed it. I think I bought the truck brand new. After I got the truck paid off, I decided just to keep it as long as I could and save money. I hate vehicle payments, and I don't buy vehicles too often. I try to make the ones I have last as long as I can. This truck, I changed both headlight assemblies. I changed one wheel bearing. It was actually the whole assembly I changed just because it was easier on the front driver's side tire. I've done the disc brakes on the front probably about 4 or 5 times, and the drum brakes on the back, I've only ever changed them once, despite the fact that the truck has 170,000 miles on it. And I think that's pretty common. Different people I've talked to and things I've read on forums say that you don't have to change those drums too often, especially if you don't drive too fast, too aggressively. So something kind of interesting. And I've changed an oxygen sensor, and probably about 5-6 years ago Toyota actually had a recall on the frame, and I had to get a new frame on the truck. And I say that like it's a bad thing. It was actually great. And I think that the tech said that it would have been about $10,000–$11,000 to do that. And that just once again shows you that Toyota takes care of their customers. So I was pretty pumped about that, and it definitely helps with getting more longevity out of the truck. Although I'm really glad I wouldn't undercoat a vehicle nowadays. I'd probably just, everybody I've talked to has said fluid film's the way to go. So that's probably what I'll do going forward with my next vehicle. But anyhow, this truck, it's a great truck. I can't emphasize it enough. It's a proven V6 engine. It's a truck that'll probably make it to 300,000 miles plus. It's a great truck. It's reliable, 4-wheel drive, rear locking differential. Everything works just like whenever I first got it. It's one other problem I did have with the truck was the intermediate steering shaft. There's a universal joint on there that started to seize up. So I didn't get around to fixing it like I had said on the channel previously. I would get under there and spray it with WD-40, and then I just didn't make time to change it because it wouldn't really be an issue or even a noticeable problem for months and months, maybe even like a year or so. And then I'd hit it with WD-40 again, everything would be fine. But I did buy one, and I'm just going to sell it with the truck, just as something that needs to be done. So the truck will need an alignment and everything too afterwards. But in general, those are, again, the wheel bearing, the headlight assemblies, things like that. But this truck's a great truck. I hope that the next truck I get, which I got a 2025 Toyota Tundra, I hope it lasts as long as this thing did and I have a similar experience. It's got some big shoes to fill, especially with all the concern about the quality of these new V6 twin turbo engines. So only time will tell, but we'll see. So my biggest thing was I wanted to sort of give this truck the respect that it deserves because of, I've driven across the country in it. I raised a family in it. My wife and I, got married when we had this truck. We have a ton of memories with this truck. 2010 was a long time ago for me. My life's totally different now, and this truck's been one of the only constants I've really had since that time. We've moved twice. We've had multiple children. We, just go through life. Things change, and it's just it's going to be a little bit of a bummer. The truck's a great truck. I hate to get rid of it. Even to this day, I'd park it somewhere and I would just have so much, I don't know what the right word is, just value in knowing that the reliability was always there and this truck would start when I would turn the key. And I like it. There's not a ton of electronic stuff on it. It's just a truck that'll run the standard V6 motor and engine and everything. It's a great truck. And if you were thinking about getting one secondhand and this would fit your lifestyle, do it. They are awesome trucks. I was actually trying to think of a way where I could keep both trucks, the new one and the old one, but I just don't think it's practical for me to do that at this time in my life. But it is a solid truck and can't recommend it enough. I hope that the new gen of Tundra, is able to keep up with the extreme success and reliability that the second gen saw, the first gen saw, and it's a great truck. It's made me really a fan of Toyota and the products they put out, the vehicles that they manufacture. So anyhow, there is some rust on the tailgate, but you're going to have that. When you move north and you have salt in the winters, I should have fluid filmed the frame and the hitch and this and that. I did change out the bumper and the hitch also. I did a video on that maybe a year ago. And took the OEM stuff off and put a bunch of aftermarket stuff on. Definitely not the same quality, but the truck's 15 years old, 14 years old or so at the time, so thought that's good enough. But anyhow, if you guys have any questions, or if you are a fan of Toyota Tacomas or Toyota in general, you've had similar experiences with getting extreme reliability out of your trucks, your cars, you have a lot of miles on them, please tell me about it. Let me know. I know that there's thousands, if not millions, of other people that have similar experiences with Toyota, and I think that that's great. You work hard, you want to buy something of value that'll last a long time, something that's reliable, dependable. And with Toyota, in my experience, that's what I've gotten, and I hope that other people who have had similar situations will tell us about it in the comments, and we can all enjoy it together, because these trucks, they have a fan base for a reason. People enjoy buying, driving, and depending on Toyota, and I understand why, because I'm one of them. So that's it. Just gonna do a send off to the truck, and we'll sell it reluctantly. Maybe I'll hold on to the keys as I'm handing them to the new owner. I'm actually selling them to someone in my family, so it's nice. I'll still get to see the truck periodically and check in, ask how he's doing, so on. So anyway, thanks for watching, everybody. I'll catch you guys in the next one.